Hey everybody, welcome back. Box behind me. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and this is an Amazon warehouse purchase, right? And is it really like it is described video? So this is an Amazon warehouse item that is described as being in very good condition. And let me break the surprise to some extent here, okay? That's supposed to be a guitar. Now, see this box? This is how it was shipped from the warehouse in this box. Now, this certainly does not look like it would have a guitar in it. Maybe a vacuum cleaner or something like that, right? Maybe a small electric broom, I don't know, an appliance. But Jesus, the last thing I would think of in a box with these dimensions would be a guitar. So, I'm not too convinced, and not too, put it this way, confident that this is going to have a good outcome. But let's see. So that's why I'm doing the unboxing. I know a lot of the folks here don't particularly like unboxings. I'm personally not crazy about them. But in this particular case, with these warehouse purchases, I think they're justified. So, I do not have, the typical exciting gear to open boxes that are shown on a lot of the YouTube videos. I don't have a big, hunting knife, a beret, a blowtorch. I've seen a number of really interesting looking, nasty items to open these boxes to make them a little bit more interesting. Nah, I just have a little old envelope opener here that I'm going to be using. So let's see what's in here. Again, I'm not confident this is going to have a good outcome, but let's see. So, first off, before we get into this even further for more suspense, this is described as being in very good condition off of the Amazon warehouse, which means that it has seen limited use. It remains in good working condition. It may show limited signs of wear, with small scratches possibly, and or cosmetic blemishes, and may arrive repackaged. So we know for a fact now this has been repackaged, because again, they used some sort of an appliance box to ship this thing in. So, let's see what we have here. And even if it's a guitar, for that matter. Maybe I'll have a nice surprise inside this box. Oop. Got a lot of Amazon Prime tape on this thing, I can tell you that much. Okay. That, all this. Getting a good workout here, ripping through this thing. So, inside this box is this. And hopefully underneath this is the guitar. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like the guitar was just thrown in this box with this paper, brown wrapping paper, thrown in the box to give it some sort of protection. And I can tell you right now, with the integrity of this stuff, it's virtually no protection. So if this guitar is not broken or smashed or significantly damaged, I will be to some extent amazed and very happily surprised. So let's see. Okay, so I think initially this had this styrofoam wrapping around it, but somehow during the shipping and the way the Amazon folks play shuffleboard with these boxes, or maybe they were playing some new, sports activity with the box, kick it to the curb or whatever. Did a significant amount of damage to this guitar, okay? And it does have a significant amount of damage on it. So, let's take a look. So this thing here is is what they wrap this thing with. That's shredded on top of the headstock. Okay. I'll just take this piece off, which is useless. The guitar itself, like I said, was just thrown in this box with that brown wrapping paper, around it to give it some, keep it from, I guess, shifting around in the box, which it didn't do a very good job of, because without having to look at this thing too much, I can feel it already. Here. Do you see that? Here, guys, let's see. Yeah, right there. A nice gouge out of the back of the guitar. There you go. So the whole bottom of this guitar right here and around it is scraped, and a big chunk of wood and lacquer has been ripped off the corner of the guitar. Then on top, there's another dent and gouge right there that you can see. A lot smaller, but it's all scratched up here. It doesn't come out in the video extremely well. Let's see what else we got going on here. That one is the big one. There. And it's a shame, too. Oh, here, the bottom of the guitar. This is a whole nother area on the bottom bout of the guitar. More dings and scratches and dents. This thing is a mess. So you got that. You got that I just showed you, right? And then on the top, you've got more dings and dents. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a complete mess. And it's a shame. And on the front of the guitar here, there's more scratches in the top of the guitar. You really can't see. They're more surface related, but there are nice scratches on the front of this guitar as well. So this thing is not in very good condition. I would say it is in poor condition. And the shippers at Amazon warehouse on this particular purchase definitely flunked the IQ test. Yeah, they flunked it. Pretty impressive, the amount of disrespect and haphazardness in terms of technique and attention to detail that they used in getting this thing out of the warehouse. Packaging was probably done by somebody with a subhuman IQ, I would guess. Again, I might be totally wrong. But in any event, not a good showing. And as I anticipated and feared up front, it did not have a good outcome. So this is going right back to Amazon. The fortunate thing, guys, about buying something from the warehouse is that you can return items fairly easily at Amazon. So it's not a total waste. If this did not have the problems that it came with, it would probably be a relatively decent guitar. Again, I've had no experience with Michael Kelly. That's why I bought this thing. These guitars are usually north of $400. It was on sale for half price and very good condition. So this thing was on the warehouse for like $197. I thought that I'd take a chance. I thought it would be a good deal, right? To save $200 on what I've read are good guitars. Now, this guitar is made in Indonesia, I believe. Yes, Indonesia. Originally, they were made out of Korea by World Music Instrument Company. It's the same company that makes the SE guitars for Paul Reed Smith. It's the same company that makes, or manufacturing plant that makes Schecter guitars. So they make quality instruments at WMIC, World Musical Instrument Company. And I assumed, and I've read great things about Michael Kelly, that this would be a decent quality guitar. And again, it looks like it is. Unfortunately, it's beat up pretty bad. So, It has a flame maple top, right? It's a veneer top, and it is real flame because I can see it's not a decal because there is a little bit of movement in the flame when you shift it around on the top of the guitar. If it didn't have all of these scratches on the top of the guitar, and there's more over here, if you could see this one too, it is right over here. Yeah, you could see these guys, right? Those scratches there. It would be really, really nice, but again, it's not. It has a chambered mahogany body, although I doubt very much this is a chambered mahogany body because this guitar's got some weight to it. Just took it out of the box, didn't weigh it, but this thing feels in excess of 8.5 pounds or close to it. So I don't think it's got a chambered body on it. Supposed to have a Macassar, I'm not sure if I'm butchering that name, ebony fretboard. And it looks a little light, personally, for it to be an ebony fretboard, but maybe it is. It looks more rosewoodish to me, to be honest with you. 12-inch radius, 22 medium jumbo frets on the guitar. It has a plastic nut on the guitar. I'm not sure what this nut is made out of. It's supposed to ship with Diodario EXL strings, and I can't tell if they are or not. They're 9s, supposedly. 12-inch radius on the neck. And it has some girth to it, but definitely not a thick neck like a 50s style Gibson neck. It's more of a 60s shape neck, I would say. Grover tuners on the guitar, which is impressive. I don't know if you could see those, but they are Grovers. It says it on the tuner. This is a Patriot Decree. That's the model of this Michael Kelly guitar. Pearl bone inlays, supposedly, on the neck. 24 and 3/4 inch scale length, so it's a Gibson scale length on this guitar. A Tune-o-matic string-through bridge, so as you can see, it is a string-through. Does not have any contours or belly cuts on the back of the guitar. It's a flat-backed guitar with, with a set neck, as you can see here, a nicely shaped set neck. Pretty decent access. 5-ply white binding is what it's described as, but it does have nice, binding, black, white, black binding around the front of the guitar, not the back. 2-volume, 2-tone, and it does come, oops, I just pulled it right off, with, wow, these things are coming right off, the dials on the guitar. So they're either stripped or I don't know what, but the tone knobs and the volume knobs need to be replaced. And these are, the tone knobs are at least push-pull. So they do coil splitting on them. But again, this knob needs to be totally replaced on it. They are recessed, the volume and the tone knobs on the guitar, which gives it a little bit more of a, a higher-end look. What else do we got here? 3-way toggle. Oh, that's the other thing here. The 3-way toggle switch. I just noticed that now, too. I'm noticing more things as they come. Broken right off. Snapped right off the guitar. Here it is. And it's missing. So it's probably, in that mess in the box where this guitar was just haphazardly thrown. Also has a sticker on the guitar, which I don't know why in God's name they would do that from the warehouse, but they have this sticker which is going to leave residue, I'm sure, once it's ripped off. Okay. What else? Are we missing anything in terms of the feature function? The pickups are described as being Michael Kelly PAF Plus, so I'm assuming they are high output pickups, 2 humbuckers on this guitar. I don't know if they are ceramic or Alnico. Not even plugging this thing in, to be honest with you, because it's going right back. What else? Yeah, these guitars normally go, again, for $429.99. Warehouse had it for $175 or $174.99 or whatever, or $178. I'm not sure, but in any event, it was roughly half price, which I thought was a good deal, but not a good deal because, again, this guitar is trashed in terms of the condition. Yeah, it's not in tune, but the neck is okay. I mean, I'm not sure if it's one of my favorite necks, to be honest with you, but it's on the thicker side. But it's somewhat comfortable. A nice looking guitar, I have to give them that much credit. But Amazon really, really royally failed the IQ test on shipping this thing, unfortunately, the warehouse. So, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Deal or no deal with this warehouse purchase? No deal. It was actually a guitar that shouldn't have been sold, should have never left the warehouse, or at least honestly described as what condition it was in, and probably the price to further go down to reflect this damage. This is not a very good condition guitar. At best, it's fair, but I wouldn't even say fair. I would describe it as poor condition, if there is such a thing. And again, it's going right back. So, if you like these videos and you find them helpful to you, useful to you, please subscribe. Any questions about the experience, put them below. And as always, guys, until the next time, be well and stay safe. Take care.